Welcome in WWC. What's going on? What is up tonight? Oh man, we got a packed show tonight. We got a full agenda going on in my head, at least. In my head. Man, I was thinking about all the stuff I gotta get to and talk about, and holy shit. Overwhelming. But we will get to it. We go get to it, including a couple rants. I got a couple rants brewing, which for some reason you guys get a kick out of the rants. So yeah, I definitely have a couple of brewing. So let's just get it. Let's just start out with the folks, with what matters the most. Forget the rants, forget the VIP 17. None of that matters. What matters, you, community. Let's get up. Noodle, welcome in, buddy. Hey, Noodle, I want to know, are you taking on Mewtwo this week? That's the big, that's the water cooler talk. The water cooler talk is, are you taking on Mewtwo this week? I don't know. That's what everybody's discussing. So you got it. You're gonna have to answer that once and for all. I mean, listen, I understand the problem with it. I don't know necessarily I'd want to take on Mewtwo. You know, listen, the guy's bringing the heat. But oh, never said no to a challenge. Where's my picture? Where's my picture? All right. So then I would take it. Do that. I don't know where that. Know what that. Picture. So Mewtwo, what you're saying is, or Mewtwo. So Noodle, what you're saying is, we might have to put your name here. You're going for the title? Can only be one. You're going for the title? Is that what I'm hearing, Noodle? This week, Noodle versus Mewtwo. That's where we're at. That is where we are at this week. Man, I love this stuff. It's so cool. Again, I tell you, I don't really care who likes it. I'm a huge fan of it. I get a freaking kick out of it. I love this shit. There will be more fights, by the way. If you are interested in getting an opponent, you don't have to. We have a ton of people already that were messaging and signing up that I'll find opponents for and scrap together, so we have like a few of them. But yeah, I'll put that together and have it ready for Hero Day. Ant, welcome in. Go QB18 and WC. Leader of the North of 670. Shout out to 670. Ready for you, Ant. Bellico, welcome in. What is this? What are you talking about? Our opening thing? Congrats, thank you, sir. Appreciate you. I got the flames. I can't stop with the flames. Sometimes I just sit here and stare at them. I'm a big fan. Killer B, welcome in, buddy. Always good to have you back. Welcome in, man. We got to talk about Beck too. So we might as well lead off Beck. Why don't we get into that? We got to knock some stuff out and get something accomplished. There will be a new segment that we have at WWC starting on Hero Day. We're gonna try to get organized. I was talking about this earlier today during Winter Storm. Gonna try to get organized around here and pretend we know what we're doing and have some actual segments that we can get every single live. So we know already we do the Sundays, Mondays, Wednesdays. Now we're going to try to get organized and actually get some consistency going on. So we will have a new segment coming to you every Hero Day. All right. And it is going to be Beck, who, if you all heard, is now helping the coordinates list folks, our partners at the coordinates list. And is a bunch of information. So we will have a new segment brought to you by the coordinates list. And Beck will come on. And we're going to talk about the top 10 VIP 18 players in the game because Beck has it. So we'll have a top 10 list for you. So you guys know. I know all you guys love that shit. So you can have the top 10 players in the game at that current time every Wednesday. And also, Beck will have for you the increases that they've made in power for that week. And maybe even Beck will put together something like the new, if there's any new VIP 18s from older stuff. I don't know. Beck could get all kinds of stuff for you. Beck's got all the information. So it's just a new segment we'll throw together on Wednesday Hero Day. And it'll be devoted to Beck, the coordinates list, and the VIP team. All right? So there you go. Try to stir it up a little bit. Have some fun. So we will do that. Thanks, Beck. Look forward to it, man. I look forward to hanging out. All right. So Noodle, significantly behind you. You're fine. Don't worry about it, brother. Woo! Woo is for the children. Welcome in, Woo. Always great to see you, man. It is a nice looking belt. Mewtwo doesn't just wear shabby belts. That's a good one. Sammy, welcome in. Sammy's Victim, right around the corner, man. We're gonna get you a new one. Zeraxi, welcome in. Glad to have you. We have some 510 million THP in the 800s. Not sure how big the older servers are at this point. Ask Beck. I'll tell you what. Beck has all the information. You guys have no clue how much Beck knows. Beck has been studying. That dude's got so much Last War strength knowledge. It's crazy. It's crazy. So, believe me, you wait until Hero Day. You're going to be impressed. You're going to be impressed with this guy. 600. See, right there. He just told you. He's already got Qatar's. He's up on Qatar's numbers. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. You know, it'll be an education for me, too, because as you all know, I am incredibly inexperienced when it comes to any of that VIP 18 stuff. I barely know anybody. I don't pay attention to this shit. If they're not around me, I've heard, like, Qatar, he has, YouTube, you hear, like, Justin's and stuff. Actually, I got to play in Winter Storm with Mike Hawk. Hey, Beck, where's Mike Hawk in the top 10? Just out of curiosity. I actually played with him in Winter Storm today. It was pretty cool. Where is he? Is he in the top 10? I thought he was one of the big shot callers, but I don't know, maybe not. Maybe I'm just thinking that because he's an OG in the old servers, but I don't know, I'd like to know. Where's the OG? Okay, so the OG pick has not been. I'm just floating around. Don't forget, I changed my pictures. So I haven't gotten a chance. I do have other pictures that I have up, and I never really use them because I always use the same thing. So the OG pick will be back. It will be back. I enjoyed the name change for a little bit where I was commander, and I left that for a little bit, and it was bothering people. It was bothering people more than it was bothering me. I thought it was funny having commander as the name from the server war. And yeah, and then I changed the picture up, so I'll get it back. Don't worry. I miss it. It's my picture from day one. Believe that? We're almost Hero Day. You'll get to see 799 days today. Oh man, that means I got to update the videos again. I got to do a new intro. Oh Jesus, it's exhausting. 799 days today, and do you know since day one? That has been my picture. all these out here, these pretenders pretending to be show enough. Man, 799 days show enough been in this game under this roof. Oh man, it's hilarious. So it's coming, Abdul. I promise. It goes nowhere. Back where are we? Where are we? Oh, he's up there. Oh yeah, but is he in top 10 or no? Back. Mike Hawk. Alt, welcome in. Hey, man, Q. All right, we're starting it off. I stretched out. I was ready for you today. I didn't want to pull a hammy. I'm ready for your question right off the rip. Go ahead. Post season 5 and just unlock tier 10 troops. Tier 10 troops? You just unlocked tier 10 troops. I mean, tier 11? Where should I spend my resources? More research? If yes, then which tree I should focus on, or should I spend on gear? Or what? Oh, he is number 6. Cool. What do you mean? Do you mean T11 troops? Because I hope you didn't just get your T10s after season 5. But I don't know if you're like new or what you're doing. T10. Damn, bro. What are you in season 5 and you're just unlocking T10? Wow. I mean, that's taking your time. I don't know. I'd have to see your tech tree branch. If you're slow rolling it and just getting T10s at season 5, that's crazy. That is crazy, man. You started 5 or 6 months ago and you came into an older server. Yeah, that's a rough one. I don't know. Because of that situation, you are not applying to all the rules. So I have to actually see. Why don't you just message me on Discord or in game? Get my coordinates from the coordinates list, folks. How about that? Send me a report, man. I'll take a look at the report and I'll help you out. No problem. Or send me some pics in Discord or something. But this is a deeper conversation than simply if you started 5 or 6 years. I need to see your entire account, brother. But I don't need. I'll gladly help you. You know, people hit me up on Discord. Do they mind if they ask me a question, free of charge, or do I charge? Are you kidding me? I was like, it's wild. Frig, am I going to charge you to answer a question on Discord? Like, what am I, drunk? Like, no, you're never going to get charged to answer a question. It's craziness. But yeah, no, hit me up, man, and I'll help you. We have a holdout in time queen at over 610, and probably Abyss too. Yeah, he's 581. He's up there. Double edit. It was funny, Abdul. Hey, Ray, welcome in. He's number 6. Yeah. So number 6 player was in Winter Storm today. That was cool. I was talking about it. It's a little uninteresting sometimes when you're playing Winter Storm and you play with people that strong. Like, it's cool to play with them and everything, but it just shifts the whole dynamic of Winter Storm because if you know how to play with them, you're gonna win every time. If they take it even a little bit serious, all you have to do is give them the boxes. Just let them do the boxes. All you need to do is jump around and collect at the buildings. Just don't make them worry about the buildings. Go and collect here and there. As long as you're helping them collecting at the buildings and swiping a little, like maybe on the left box or the right box, let them do the rest of the work with the boxes. No one's going to take them. You're already given the leg up by getting the guaranteed boxes from them. Nobody can compete with them. So it's kind of like shifts the dynamic of what you concentrate on and play. But I also feel like it makes it a little bit less interesting because you kind of know the same way you know what's going to happen if you are against them. You know what's going to happen if they're on your team. You know, yeah, kind of cool. Like you get to see him and stuff. It's all good. Like you don't get to play him very often. I don't see him as often. So yeah, there was a couple VIP 18s I played with today. Mike Hawk was one of them. I forgot who else was in there. That Leonida or whatever guy from 125, 124. Yeah, what he is crazy strong. That guy's following me around, man. I seen him. He was in the server wars for the last 3 weeks, and now I seen him in Winter Storm. And I can take a break from that guy. I'll tell you what. That guy is crazy. Without a name back, what's the 10? I wrote any suggestion formation for a tank 4+1 at season 5. Yeah, you're still 4+1. You're still rolling with Murphy, air with Murphy. The game didn't do anything about it. Really, it's still just as strong as it is in season 4. It is in season 5. It's incredibly strong and it drives missiles crazy. Yeah, I 100% say that's good. Everybody, even on it got brought up again in Winter Storm on the live today about missile with Lucius. Listen, Lucius is strong. It works, but you kill your air team. I said this over and over. Like, you can't, it's just, if you got to, the problem with Lucia and Missile is you need to work on the exclusive to get Lucia strong. And if you're not an air person, then you're caught in between, because number one, you're going to waste all your exclusive shards on Lucius, and you're just using him for Missile when you probably need to work on Missile exclusives, or you're use air and you're using Lucius, and you're building up on you're killing your air by moving him to the Missile. So it's just not really an option, to be honest with you. Fiona hurts the Missile 4+1 with Marshall. So that was kind of rough. I know, I forgot, I think Compliance was saying he hates Missile when it has Williams, because he struggles with Williams in the front. He was talking about that. But with air, it's pretty simple, man. Listen, you run with 4+1 pretty much the entire season. You have Sarah in your lineup, or Sarah and Murphy, 4+1 card, and you run through season 5. You don't unlock Morrison until the very end of the season, so Sarah still remains there, and that's your best lineup, man. This is what it is. I like the helicopter base skin. I do love the helicopter skin with the charge. I've always liked it. Back in the day, people had VIP 17 when I started, and I always liked the look of it. So it kind of just did a recall in my brain that I wanted to start out with that and go from there. So yeah, thanks, Sam. Appreciate you. Alts. I get thrown in this server, and I stay with. you picked the server. You didn't have to get thrown in that server, man. You could pick any server you want. I will hit you on me. Okay, you got it, brother. I'm with you. All right. I do. Eventually, about the boxes, I watch Cub. Oh, you expect me to say that? And he loves going for the boxes. Well, oh yeah. Oh, I love it. Listen. As long as they go for the boxes, I'm good. I'll take care of the buildings. I'll do all the easy work. I see the buildings build up, and I'll go get it. Don't worry. I'm like a dog. I'll go do my part. You listen. You spend $1 million, $2 million in your account, I will go collect from the buildings. No problem. How about Tank as main? Susan, you're the WWC. I love Tank. I am a huge Tank fan. All the way through. Stick with Tank from day one. I'm a big Tank fan. Also a big fan of Stetman Exclusive 30. I don't even have it, but I see so many goddamn reports on it. It's incredibly strong. It works great. I can't wait to get it, actually, as I build my Tank team out. Everybody around here knows that I am very dreamy about Tank. I have this thing. Missile is obviously my fave. Destruction is in my blood, so Missile is my team. I hate air, Susan. Can't stand them. More because of that freaking stun drives me up a wall than anything else. It's incredibly powerful with that stun, especially when it hits you right off the rip. Keeps airs in fights that they shouldn't be in. Thank you very much. But yeah, I'm not a huge proponent of it. I don't like air as much, and I don't like Morrison's exclusive. So I'm a little down on air, if you will. I am a huge Tank fan though. Wish I had it. Wish I had Tank. Working on it. Soon. Like the girl that got it really is. Well, it really is. It's a girl that got away. That's a great analogy, my man. It truly is. I have Stetman as my most powerful hero. Yeah, I bet you, Ants. You know what? Stop trying to make me jealous, man. I know how powerful Tank is. And you know what I love the most? I love all the people that march around and swear how pitiful Tank is and Tank sucks. Well, those are my favorite people. I mean, you want to talk about being envious. You want to talk about like ignoring the fact of how strong Tank is just because you chose air. Just because you picked air, now you're shitting on Tank because you know there's nothing you can do about it at this point. You're stuck with what you are. And by the way, there's nothing wrong with. I always say it doesn't matter what you are, what team you are, whatever you pick. You know what you suffer is when you're indecisive. In this game, when you're indecisive and you're switching between back and forth and, you know, you don't early on, that's what really kills you. As long as you're sticking with the same team and just building straight out that T1, you're going to be in good shape no matter who you are. So just keep doing what you're doing. But, yeah, it is funny. I get it all the time. I hear from people all the time telling me I don't know what I'm talking about. Tank sucks, but I love it. It's all good. I love it. Haters are in my blood, man. I get a big fan. I'm a big fan of haters. Speaking of, I had a like ridiculous conversation today on Discord. You want to rant? Did I get into one now? I got to do 3v3 though at the same time. I don't know if I could do two. I can't really get into my rant and do 3v3, but I do need to just whip these out. So, but I'm gonna try to whip these out at the same time while talking to you guys. You know, I realized today, like I try to do these early enough so I don't have to do these on here. Because I personally, you know how I do this because it's the enjoyment in the game that I love, right? This is why I do this. This is why I'm here. This is why I love having the community, building the WWC. This is why we do it, right? Okay, so I can tell you that's why I like the WWC title thing. Like, I think that's fun. That's fun for me, personally. I think it's great. Get the community in the fight, in the kills, stuff like that. That's personally. I realize the 3v3, to me, personally, doesn't seem like it would be fun to watch, like, from an entertainment perspective. And I don't know, maybe I'm wrong on that. That's me personally trying to, like, go through content and also make this as interesting as possible on the lives, as much as I love the game. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's more entertaining or whatever. I find myself like, oh, I got to knock out the 3v3. And I get very busy during the day, like with everything I have going on. And I never get a chance to just knock it out. And I try constantly saying like, oh, this time I'm just going to get rid of it and not do it and blah, blah, blah. And it never happens. I always end up in the same spot that we are right now. So, hey, I did it. Look. 74 air. I beat 88 tank. My 74.5 air beat 88.2. See that? 14 million. 14 million. Huh? But you know why that is? You know why that is? I'll show you why that is. Chips. Chips. Huge chip difference. The reason why that power is what it is in this fight is simply too much loaded into the Overlord in this fight. So it looks staggeringly different, where you're like, there's no way you can win that fight. And by the way, even so, I barely win this fight. I hang on. A lot of times I lose this fight, and I can't beat him 2 out of 3. His THP is much higher than mine. He is, Trigger is way up there. Trigger's like 300 million, I think. Trigger, yeah, 313 million. I'm only 282. So I'm punching up. I'm fighting above my weight class here. But it's really in this fight, it just happens to be the right mix-up of the Overlord is just makes up 7.3 million of the difference of 14. So although 14 sounds high, it's not really. It's more 7 that. And then on top of that, the chip difference is, 7 is ginormous. It's just so big with what I'm doing, which is why I've spent and dedicated so much of my time to chips. That's why you see me constantly talk about them. That's why I do them. That's why it's taken me forever to get to this point. And that's also why I highlight this, because it's the truth. It is absolutely, those chips are so strong in this game. You know, when we focus on stuff and I talk about those things about drone levels and you know, components and the boost, and just give me my chips. Give me my chips. Now this, I doubt I'll be able to win. Actually, so this is a fight I probably wouldn't win, right? So you look at this, and if I match up opposite, what I'm going to try to do is flip this. I'm going to go head-on missile, because that'll take out his missile, and then I'm going to go head-on... I'm going to go head on to his tank. I can afford to actually move my Overlord here. Let's do that. I think I can beat him straight up. Let's see. And I'm going to try to take 3 out of 3 from him. Let's see what happens. Yep, there it is. Now, if I flipped that and I left my tank against his missile, I wouldn't have beat it. I wouldn't have beat it. Sometimes you have to go head on instead of countering. Countering is usually the answer on 3v3, but sometimes you got to go head on and you win the fight. Okay, let's get this over with. What are we doing here? Yeah, we gotta go for 2. This is too strong. Can't be messing around when trying to get 3 out of this one. Too strong. We'll take 2. We'll take 2. See, we almost got in the top 10 last night. Oh, this guy can't beat. So see, this is an easy one. Whip right through this one. All right, Rich. Uh-oh, Rich. We'll see if you're... Oh, you're getting a little better, Rich. I see you. Oh, wow. You are definitely improving, my man. Oh, you beat me. See? Probably the freaking, you know what? Probably it's... He went up in bond rating, but I bet you it's that goddamn stun. 1 stun for me. 6. Guys. I'm going to take my phone. I'm going to throw something so hard right now. You see what I'm talking about? This is what I'm talking about. Look at this shit. I mean, come on. You can't. How can you compete with that? You can't. It's just silly. 6 stuns. Gee, I mean, oh, God. Screw you, Rich. God, 6 stuns. It's just ridiculous. So if people want to know why I think Skylar should be number 1, there you go, okay? That's why I picked Skylar. It's ridiculous. How do you not want to start a fight with those stuns? I guarantee Skylar probably hit it right off the rip, probably got me twice. I didn't want to look at it. I need to move on and forget about it. That's terrible. Terrible. God. Jeez. Unbelievable. 6 stuns. You air people disgust me. Make me nuts. I can't beat this guy either. And then you want to know why also that I continue to say it doesn't matter what team you pick, just stay consistent with it. Because of that. I mean, just stay with it. I can find you positives on any single team that you're doing. Just stick with the damn team and keep moving forward. What do we got here? Oh, Loam, huh? Loam, I got to take 2 out of 3. Yes, sir. All right, let's go. Oh, Doberman, here we go. All right, so I got so lucky. I got lucky earlier this week, and I actually took one from him. Look at him switching his lineups around, too. I got lucky. Why is this not moving? Stuck. It was stuck. Okay. I don't know. It's stuck. Air and then tank. Okay, let's do this again. And now, oh, I know. I have to do this because I have to go head on with his missile team. I move my gorilla to here. All right, and now I'm 1.4 million behind him. Let me move Swift next to the Overlord. All right. Okay. Ugh. I got lucky once this week. See, I'm like close, but he's separated. He moved on and he's now team anchor. And he did that on Friday, and now I've been slowly but surely further and further away from topping that thing. So strong. So strong. I'm trying to do it with my overlord. Oh, and they give it to me again. He gets it, get it again. Oh man. All right. Let's move it over here. Let's give this a shot. Oh! Oh! Holla! What? What? Come on now. Dober. It worked. Tesla in the middle. Moved him over, and I edged it out. Wow, that, let me tell you something. That's insane. That's an insane win. He is so friggin' strong. And I'm doing that, by the way, with my overlord against his no overlord. He's like a 90 whatever missile, like 95, whatever he is. He's incredibly strong. It's ridiculous. The fact that I got him though, oh man, that's so cool. It's absolutely ridiculous that I get him. He's so powerful. It's crazy. He's Doberman is the shit, man. He's like he is you want to talk about punching above my weight class. He's 334 million. He's 50. He got me by 52 million. Damn. That is a good one. That is a good one. Happy he's on my side. It won't let me move. It won't. Oh, there we go. I'm like, it won't let me move him anymore. Let's see. I think we can go for 3 on this. Damn, I can't believe I won. And then I lost with six stuns. I lose. Ridiculous. Crazy what we're doing. Trigger. Now this time, see, now watch, because I might lose this time with the air. So I need to go missile to beat him. I need missile and I need to go full on to beat his air. And then we'll see what happens. Yeah, see? Lost. That time I lost. It's like so insanely close every time I fight here. And by the way, the people that want to know why I use Carly, that's why. Because when I win this fight, I win this with Carly. When I was using Murphy in the 4-1 in this battle, I was getting blown out. He was blowing me out. So, and you play like a really, really high tank team, the full air is still kicking ass. So that's why people are wondering. That's why I have it. And in server wars and a lot of the things at my level, I end up having to fight really strong tank teams because what people like to do is when they see my missile is strong, they switch the overlord to tank. That actually happened live, and I actually had a message that I should go over that and show somebody. Maybe I will. I think it was in Canyon Storm. I have it on live, and I can go over it actually. At some point, I'll show it. The person switched to tank in order to beat me, and it worked. And then as soon as I saw they switched their overlord back, they sent their tank out. I knew they didn't have their tank anymore. I immediately attacked them and won. But because of their tank, they were able to beat my missile. And that's when I like to switch my overlord to my air, my full air, and then poof, I'm able to kill their tanks with their strong tank squad. Even when it's way, way higher. So it's great. That's just, you gotta find like some of these lineups, whatever works. Different mix-ups and different these lineups when we talk about mix squads. They're gonna work in different scenarios and gonna work against different teams. So it really depends on what you're fighting all the time. You're looking for a missile. Why are you looking for the mixed squad? What team is giving you the most problems when you're out fighting? And what do you see the most of when you're killing people? That's what you need to digest. And that's what you need to work on. 3v3 is a perfect example of you can't fix everything with one team. One mixed squad team isn't going to necessarily work against everybody. But you don't care. Because you want to go with whatever team is giving you the most problems every kill event. That's what you want to go, or server war, or whatever. Insert whatever there. All right. With all you guys talking, it's taken me a long time to do this. I wish you guys would just stop yip yapping. Oh my god, I hit the wrong friggin' button. It's taking me so much longer to do this because you guys keep talking. All right. Get this done. Think air, blah blah blah. Good enough. I'll try to speed it along a little bit. Stop playing the matchups. This is probably why I don't do it during the day either, because it takes me so long. I'll sit there and I comb through the matchups. I usually sit there and look at the battle reports and combing through what everybody else is doing, what they're working on. Why did I lose? What did I lose? It takes me forever. So I just need to stop doing that while I'm while I'm live. It just, you guys get caught in my brain. It's not a fun place to be sometimes. Flapjack, this is a tough one for me, but I think I get it. Oh yeah. Damn, bro, you don't work on your missile. You're 2 million strong, but typically my missile, your gear must not be great. Oh, what's going on here? Your exclusives? You got your exclusives? And you got your gear is way better than mine. That's why I lose all the time. Where are you suffering here? What the hell is going on here? 3 chips, no big deal. That's your 250 drone. I did up to level 10 components. Got me there. Got me in. You got me everywhere. 23% tactical. Here's my tank. Your tank is 61. What the hell's going on with this report? Got you by 0.8. I got you in deco. 10% of the tactic cards. Okay, I'll look at this after, but this is incredibly disturbing to me. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking and thinking it's tank. Hold on. What's his missile? Oh, 21% for his missile mastery. Okay. There is chips on the right? Missile. Oh, I still don't know. I mean, even so, we'd be even in mastery. I don't know. I'll examine that later, but something's not adding up. Very strange. Very strange. Although, or is it that my tank is actually becoming decent? What? What? Look out. Look out. Woo, I'm getting closer to that. I'm getting closer to that woman. The one that got away. I'm getting closer. Okay. Oh, Doberman again. I don't know. Oh, we're gonna do it again? All right, so it's gotta be a missile matchup. If this happens again, I'm seriously. This is gonna be crazy. So I got Tesla. Okay. Yep, here we go. Yeah, no, okay. the universe circled right. I'll tell you, I'm still improved from before though. It's still the best. It's still the best missile lineup. At least tonight that worked out well. All right. I'm incapable. I'm incapable of just getting through these fights, guys. It's like a disease. All right, here. Yep. We'll win this one again. 2 out of 3. That time I lost. See, no inconsistency there. That time I lost. I'm gonna have to go back and look at that battle report for sure. What do we here, there, 83, 70. Close enough. I don't care. All right, just get me out of these last ones. We got to whip through these things. Longest 3v3 player in the history. Last war. I was at least 11 yet last night. Can I get back to 11 at least? Boy, somebody keeps beating me while I'm winning. Probably Dober. Okay. What is going on here? Here. Terp. I'll take 2. Take 2 and be happy. I keep, man, I'm going behind. Who's online beating me while I'm winning? Oh, here we go again. I won one time and now they keep maxing me up. Oh! Come on. Crazy. Crazy times around these parts. Crazy days. Man. I am, Jesus. That's so wild. That is so wild, man. Not tonight. I think everybody's beating me while I'm winning because, all right, 3 more. Let's go, Tremor. Get this one out. Okay. 2 more. Come to, can I beat you here? Yes, and yeah. Can I beat you 3? No, your tank is way too strong. 84. Yeah, that's too strong. Don't bother. And one more. Let's. Oh, I got to 11th again. I did do it, even though you guys are beating me while I'm. Oh, and it's to this guy. I'll lose 1 point for losing that battle. What did that put me to 12? All right, these guys must have been beating me while I was playing. Yeah, see, I'm losing while I'm playing. It's okay. I'll take 12. I'll take 12. That's a tough little pool, so I'll take it. Okay. All right, good. We got T11s, man, tonight. All right, so we got work to do. We got the T11 bump we're gonna watch tonight. We'll spotlight how much we actually move. We'll be careful to show that tonight, buying all the glitter. We'll review glitter. We'll go through glitter for those of you that are newer, have not seen us go through glitter. We'll go through the values and the stuff in glitter. Have a little bit of a building spotlight tonight. We'll pick a different building because it is Builders Day, right? So we should talk and do a little bit about buildings. So we'll talk a little bit about building. We got a couple rants that we need still to hit, and then see our new events, our event walkthrough that we do. So we'll get through all that stuff. So quick plug for those of you that are interested. Again, if you are looking to be in the WWC battle, let me get you. Let me get this. Little plug here for our WWC circuit right here. Made a little promo thing for it. If you're interested in battling against somebody for the WWC this week, you want to fight somebody in kill event and compare, please send me, as I say here, your in-game name, your server number, your mark size, your head mark size is as strong as your T1 is, and your total hero power. And then I can take a look and max you up and create a little fight card. On this card, we'll have a promo on Friday for it. It's going to be Mewtwo versus Noodle for Mewtwo's WWC heavyweight title. So that will be kill event this week. Noodle taking on Mewtwo. All right, there you go. Quick promo for our fight card coming up this week, and this will be the first time we have multiple fights. Mewtwo, I got you too. Eventually, we're going to update the website. We're going to have the title history and your record and the whole nonsense that we're going through here, because it's just cool as shit for me. So I'm just going to do that, and I'm telling you, I'm running with this thing. All right, so before we get into the T11s and stuff, conversation on Discord today I was talking to you about before the 3v3, before Woo got me distracted and went on the rants. And by the way, let me just make sure, did I miss anybody here? On here. Let's see, Susan, Mikey, welcome in. Who else we got? Oh, TJ's in the house. Avis in the house. Avis, haven't seen you for a while. Welcome in. DJ bro, missed your live stream while watching the replay. I was screaming, just wait to do VIP 7. All good. Yeah. Oh, that's the other thing. Good. Damn, I got rants up the wazoo. No rants on that, TJ, but I am going to go through. I'm also making a video of it, so I'll make a video of all the mistakes that I made for VIP 17. I certainly want to spotlight that, so that will be coming, TJ, 100%. I'll spotlight it in the live first before I do the video, because I always like to at least spotlight that stuff here, and then I'll make a video out of it for the greater good of everybody to see it. But yes, I will. I 100% will talk about that, my man. Sammy, the other stuff only makes a difference if you are eager to and gear, otherwise you will still lose. Other stuff. Oh, equaling chips and gear. Okay, fair, Sammy. Exclusive is incredibly important as well, my man. I'm low spender now. Reach my goals. All right, Defo. Reach your goals. Keep being a free to play then. You got it. Until you don't have fun anymore anyway. And then you say peace out. Antonio, any tips on the chips? I get bad luck. No. You just got to get lucky with them chests, my man. It's hard. Free to play is rough with chips. It's one of those things. It's why I always tell spenders to go after them, because free to play just cannot equal what spending can do for chips. So if you're spending, it's kind of like gear. It's like free to play can't catch you if you're spending with gear and you want to push for gear. That should be your number one push if you're spending. For free to play, it's tough to catch with the gear because you only have the honor points, and it's difficult to get them, or you're saving up glitter coins. You're getting them for the season store. It's also why you can't choose the skin in the season store, and you really got to kick the mythic for it. It's just luck, man. It is what it is. You got to get the purple chests, as many purple chests as you can. Best thing to do. Thank you, G-Man. Appreciate you. Thanks for stopping in. Avis, I think you start in the arena too early. I'm doing 30 rounds, 12 to 14 minutes before reset. I don't start too early. I have to start 30 minutes because I keep yapping. And look, I barely got through it. So I don't start too early. I start too late, Avis. I need to do it early and get it over with. There's no reason for me to hold it out. 6 stuns is crazy. Okay, play on my phone. All right. I start to and I now low spender, so I reached my goals being realistic. Cool, Deathwolf. That's good. I think it's whatever you're comfortable with to continue to enjoy the game. That's the important thing, man. And Mewtwo. Always good having you in, Mewtwo. Always. Rough, welcome in. Noodle, I'm 11th at the moment in my arena. No idea how. Mewtwo is going to... I'm going to like it. Listen, everybody's in. Like he said, it will be fun. See? It will be fun. Just close your eyes. It'll be over fast. You got me potentially beat on power. It's all fun and games. How strong are you, Mew? Yeah, but it doesn't matter his power. You're not killing people around him. You're killing people in your own, my man. It's all putting in the time. Putting in that time. If I'm free to play, my server have 1 week with T11 troops. I have 4K glittering points, and I wonder if I buy all 4K points in core. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, not mix. Not mix. Cores are all you can get the other stuff for free, the material. The material comes pretty good. You probably want to slow roll it and see how you do if you are going to spend it, but we're going to get into that when we go into the glittering event so you can see the difference that I make here. Okay, 3con, be cool if they did a diamond buy thing for total mobilization. Good to, hey, knee clapper, welcome in, buddy. Always great having you in. Mewtwo's weakest. Listen, this guy, 100 mil, man, he is, Mewtwo is a beast. Mewtwo is an absolute beast, and you can get it out there, because I'll tell you what, if this guy wins this week, I don't care who they are. Anybody can challenge Mewtwo. Anybody. He's taking on all comers. He loves it. He can't get enough of it. Okay. I got to stop, because I pay attention to you guys in the chat, because, you know, community by the community and all that stuff. Your comments mean a great deal to me, so I always got to pay attention. But, all right, so rant. You guys want to rant? So in Discord, like today, we were talking about buildings, right? And I don't know what, like, so everybody knows my opinion on what we should be doing. I've said it for weeks, right, on the WWC lives. Everybody says, hey, what's next? What else should they be building? Overlords, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I keep saying, we shouldn't be doing anything, right? Over and over, we talked about this. Nothing new there. I say we shouldn't be doing anything. The developers should just stop and allow free-to-play and low spenders to catch up a little bit. Not that they're going to catch a whale, not that they're going to catch, you know, we're not talking about them catching 124 million person. That's not what it means. What it means is they need, right now, if you came out with another power item for people to buy or get or whatever, even like mid spenders are going to start blowing out low spenders. Like it's just going to get, the power difference is going to be too crazy. 124 million is already crazy for me. I'm 80 million. And they're 124 million. That doesn't stop me. There's only a handful of them. It is what it is. It's okay. They're plugging the money it takes to keep this game flowing. So as far as I'm concerned, VIP 18s should keep spending. But the point of this is the lifeblood of this game that we continue to talk about is free to play and low spender. That is the lifeblood of the game. If free to play low spender don't show up on this game, I am a sad man because Last War dies. You're not going to have 5 VIP 18s doing the Baja shuffle around one another, fighting one another. That's not a war. That's not what a server war is. So for me, personally, I can't have that happen. I can't have free-to-play and low spender leave this game because I love it too much. So to me, what the developers need to be doing is hitting pause button and allowing people to develop things. Now, somebody was saying that we should, move forward with like an Overlord. And all this stuff. I'm like, what? Why would we do that? It would make no sense. So the reason why I'm against Overlord is because if you allow somebody who's a spender of any kind, mid spender, whatever, they put another Overlord. Right now, a free-to-play low spenders killing strategy is, hey, I'm going to take the troops off my wall. I'm going to wait, and I'm talking about somebody around them, right? Around their kill range. They're like, I'm going to wait for you to take your number one out to try to kill me. And as soon as you do, I'm going to take my one out and I'm going to beat you. So yeah, let's play the game. I'm going to burn you. You're going to burn me. Let's go. Okay. As soon as you come out with another Overlord, that ends. Now, free-to-play low spender can't kill anybody. They can't kill a wall. You take their number one out of their base and they go to attack and they got the second Overlord sitting on their second squad. They can't beat the second squad. So now you're saying literally a free-to-play low spender can't beat anybody in the game. They have to go fight by themselves in the little, and then by the way, you want to serve, then you get mad because they want to be in their own servers and you want to merge their servers. And then you're mad about that. So it's like, well, what are they supposed to do? They can't sit here and live in this giant world. So you have to let them catch up. You have to let some of these things. So I think people are taking it for granted. So the same thing I was telling this person, they don't have anything to work on. They're done working on things. Lift up headquarters 40. And again, I'm going back and I'm saying, yeah, you are done working on it. They're not. They're not done working on it. They're not done working on everything. There's plenty of shit they need to work on. They need to lift up their exclusive weapons. They're free to play. They get shards, collect them over time. That's how it works. They need time. Time allows them to catch up on these things. Just because you are caught up on it doesn't mean they are. So you need the time capsule here to allow them to kind of catch up on some of the things we've already done. And there's plenty of things for other people to work on. Meanwhile, spenders are working on bond ratings. Spenders are working on T11. Spenders are working on chips. They're working on Valor items. There's plenty of things that are still working on, okay? Now, granted, there's a handful of VIP teams, I'm sure, that are working on nothing, and that's their own fault. They spent like crazy because it was so important to get all this shit done quick. They did it so they could say they are who they are. Well, that doesn't mean the game's got to follow you. There's 99% of the other game that's trying to play. You can't live in the game without them catching up, not catching up to you, but catching up on some of the actual activities they're trying to do. So you can't base it off the progress of VIP 18. You have to base it off the progress of free-to-play players, which are the majority of these players. And I know we get mixed up sometimes because the servers are moving at a rapid clip. One of the things I talked about last night, Baja is on server 432 or something like that. It was around 432, right? Okay. He started the game 6 or 7 months behind me, right? It was like 7 months behind me. He's actually only 2 weeks in progress behind me. So the game is hitting the fast forward button on people trying to get them caught up, right? That's fine. That's fine. I think that'll be great for expanding more of the server ranges and the migrations. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that myself. That's great. But at the same time, you can't just forget about the people that are playing and collecting free to play because that's not fast forwarding. There is no fast forward button for them. They only have what you give them, right? And so when we talk about even headquarters 40, they need to work on things. They need to collect things. They need to work on other things in their base that needs to build up. They actually should be ahead in building ahead of spenders. They should be more concerned about the buildings, right? I'll tell you one thing we're talking about. I talked about yesterday, and that's what Wisconsin. I don't know if you followed, but Wisconsin Finest joined the show, right? And so one of the things we were talking about is the importance of moving up your mines, right? And so here is what Wisconsin's, who is a mid spender, but here is what his resources look like, right? Look at these resources he's playing with. Oh shit. Okay, I'll try to get it bigger for you. He's collecting at 1 million resources an hour. Now, how does he get here? It's from his gold survivors, and it was from lifting his mines up to 35. So a free-to-play player is somebody that needs the time to do that. Lifting up those mines are incredibly important. Getting those, getting the resources out of the survivors is incredibly important. Because don't forget, we're not talking about right now, right? We're not talking about this moment. When you finally say, hey, we got to do headquarters 36, headquarters, 37, where do you think they're going to get resources from? They got to store up all that shit because they're about to use it in one fell swoop. And then you're not only going to make them update that on 36, you're going to make them update something else stupid that they haven't upgraded. And that's going to be incredibly expensive for them to go to 36 to 37, and they don't sit on resources like spenders do. It's not the same world. So you can't treat it like the same world. You can't say that they don't have stuff to work on. They have plenty to work on. They have plenty of things, and they need to save the resources because, again, you're going to come out with the headquarters, by the way, 40. Everybody's going to rush to 40, and guess who's going to be behind? You're going to leave the free-to-play players behind, even if you did headquarters right now. 100%. They're going to be behind because you can buy speed ups, you can buy resources, or you already have them, whatever it is. And so now what's it going to do when they're all sitting at 37 and everybody else is sitting at 40? Because you know what comes with the headquarters? It comes with the hero levels. So now everybody's going to be able to raise their hero levels, except guess who? The people that need to raise the hero levels the most are now going to be further behind. That's not the answer to competitiveness. That's not the answer what the game needs right now. You just have to understand where we are in the game right now. And right now is a do nothing time frame, which is, by the way, smart of the developers to not have done anything. Notice how we haven't gotten anything. Notice how there's been rumors about an Overlord forever, and we haven't gotten it, right? There's been rumors about everything. Oh, this. We're not getting it. Why? Because of this. They shouldn't do it. It's not smart to release it right now. You can't afford to have people feel like they're not competitive in the game and it's not fun anymore. That's not what should be the goal. You got plenty of money. Let's stop with the money, right? You release something, you're going to get the money. You can release anything you want, you're going to get money. You already have billions. You have billions that you've gotten from this game. I mean, it's crazy, the amount of money that's pumping into this game. As we speak, Beck is about to go over this on Wednesday. We're going to go over all the VIP, the top 10 VIP team people. And when you start hearing it from Beck from the coordinates list, and he starts telling you, oh, hey, the latest VIP team was on 1,700, server 1,900 at a VIP team, you're going to understand. There's plenty of money in the game. It keeps pumping in. So right now, we need to talk about having the game survive. I want to play this game for 10 years. I keep saying it. I don't want this game to end. I don't want people to get chased out of the game. I want them to be here. I want them to be able to grow, live, learn, keep going with us, play with us. It's incredibly important to me. It is incredibly important while I'm here talking tonight. That's what I want. That's what I need. So by all means, I will do what I can to make that happen. And I think right now the developers and everybody else needs to understand, if you spend money in any way in this friggin' game, you have no clue. I have no clue. Listen, I do my best to try to help and understand. All the way through this game, I've done my best to try to help people who are free to play and low spenders that are playing the game. I'm not in their shoes, though. I don't necessarily understand every aspect of it to what it takes, because I spend. There's stuff that I take for granted every single day playing the game that somebody else has to grind through. 100%. 100%. And the quicker that you admit to that and realize it, then you can come down and better understand where they come from. But if you just sit up on your pedestal and you just I want more fun, I want more of this, and build this and spend for that and blah, 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 then you're not even understanding their perspective. You're not even beginning to try to understand their perspective of the game. And you're going to kill the game that you love. And then we're going to look back on history, and Last War is just going to be just another game. Just another shitty little gap that ended. That was fun once. Remember when it was fun? No. We have an awesome opportunity to continue to play this game, and all the improvements that are coming that have already slowly we've seen, like the matchup stuff and the war stuff. There's plenty of opportunity, but I really believe we are at a pivotal point of the game where we are within our server levels, where we are at this point, and I don't think we should rush out. I would love to see Season 6 come and go without any improvements. Just play the game. What's so wrong with that? What is so wrong with just playing the game? Do you not love the game? Why call for constant advancements and new things and overlords and heroes, blah, blah, blah? Just play the game. That's what free-to-play players do. They play the game. They're not able to run out and get the latest tech. They're not able to run out and get the latest overlord shit and bond rating. They're playing the game because they love what they love. When you rush and you have nothing else to do, you start clamoring for the next best thing. You have nothing else to talk about. They have plenty to do and talk about. And they make up 80% of our population. At least, by the way, that was just the latest poll that we took here to say what we thought the numbers were. Who knows what the actual numbers are for free to play low spend? I mean, come on. It's astronomical what they are. What are we going to argue about? Whether it's 70 to 90%? I don't know. But it's crazy. It's crazy. That's who plays the game. You know? So, yeah, there's plenty to work on in this game for everybody, for free to play. And there's plenty for spenders, by the way. Don't let them fool you. I'm a spender. And if I'm a spender and I'm sitting here at my little charged fire base, and I can sit here and tell you guys that I have plenty to work on, then believe me, everybody's got plenty to work on. Unless you're the 1% of the 1% and you've cleared everything and you're only working on a wall and whatever. So what? I mean, that was your own choice. So, you know, you got to live with what you live with. But I am fine and 100% in the corner of stopping and just playing Season 6. letting it roll out your latest advancement, get your little money from the new things that come out in the season, the weekly passes and whatever. I don't need you to come out with a new exclusive. I don't need you to find a new way to cram a few bucks into the pockets to lift up the hero's power because the exclusive came out in season 6. Just do a season without exclusive. Why is that so crazy? Why is that nuts? You started the exclusives when the game wasn't making as much money. The game's $1 billion later. You have all these other servers that need to get their exclusives. We got them all. We're good. We're good. Take a pause. Have a fun little season. Let everybody do their thing. And then come back after season 6 and go ahead and refresh it. Do whatever you want to do. Come out with headquarters 40. You know what I mean? Come out with something. But at least for right now, please. Respect the people that are playing the game out there that are grinding constantly and understand that we can't keep pushing new shit. All right? That's all. That's the rant over. That's the first rant today, and that is it. So it's out of my system. I did it. All right. Let's have some fun and let's get out of let's get out of free to play mode, and I'll do the T11s for you. All right, let's go. Let's roll. Let me do my things. I think I need more. I think I need bricks. Oh, good. Speaking of, we were just talking about free to play, and I look up and I see Meteorite. I'm sure how excited all of you are to see Meteorite back. I don't know, based on how this latest war went. Oh, wasn't what I wanted to do. Yeah, based on how all the Meteorite like stuff went for these last war, let's be competitive and get something else over here, huh? All right. So, oh, what is this? Whoa. Hold on. What's Happy Holiday? Oh, they did it again. They did it again. I keep calling for this every week, right? We had the spring thing and whatever. Very smart. Very smart, peoples. I like you, last war. Likey. Very smart. Keep doing this. Somebody's listening to somebody, because this shit is what we keep talking about. Yes, keep doing this. Give the people what they need. Free, just give them a free something. Cool. And this is good stuff. 10 shards, 100 diamonds, 3 hours of 200 diamonds. Sorry, 200 diamonds. 3 hours of speed up. Great work. Love it. Yes. Free claim. Boom. And here's the best part, right? No dielectric ceramics. So you gotta love that they didn't do that today, right? But that's great. That's great. All right. Come on, Coxpox. You gotta have faith. You gotta have faith, man. You gotta have faith. Fast spender camera free to play. Free claim today. Good job with the freezers. Go RP. Okay. All right. Let's go and get let's go do some glitter event. All right, I got to do the normal thing here, and then we'll do the glitter event, and we'll grab our stuff, and we'll look at our THPs. We'll see what our T11s are doing. Then we go through. Grab our custom weekly pass stuff here. We gotta get that. Overlord battle pass. Okay, and we're glittering. All right, and we're glittering. Yes, make sure you're doing your 500 diamonds. And get your free glitter coins. Build them up. Save them up, people. Save them up. All right. What are we doing here? All right. So let's briefly talk about what are we doing in glittering, right? All right, folks. As you guys know, just know, like, just stay away from this shit. I know you guys like the skin. I am not a skin guy in the glittering event. You're never gonna hear me tell you or recommend a skin. I do understand when free to play go for the skin because you guys don't have an opportunity to get the skin. Here I am with a helicopter. It would be just completely hypocritical for me to sit here and understand how much I like the helicopter and then not understand why you guys would want it. So I get it. I'm just saying you'll never hear me recommend it for this when you can have either mythic prints and now the cores. So I'll never recommend for you to do the heli base and the mushroom base too. Like, I know it's a reduced count. Okay, so the mushroom base, yes, you get a little bit of a boost. You'll have a little bit of a boost for world boss, which will get you to the rewards. It's probably around, like, you're probably getting like a 300,000, maybe like a $300,000 300,000 point boost. I think that's what I ended up with, somewhere around there. So yeah, will it boost you to the major reward? Sure, but when you think about it, you'll get there anyway. Like, so by getting the mushroom bases kind of goes against what free to play low spend actually does in this game anyway, right? When you're doing world boss, as you grow and takes time and you have patience, you start getting more points. That's what you do as you grow, right? It takes you time to do things. I think trying to recommend for somebody to get a mushroom base is actually not understanding the point of free to play. Like, it takes time for you to achieve things. It takes time for you to get things like world boss score. So by trying to rush it with the mushroom base and spending your glitter coins there, when they couldn't go to something more long-term like mythics that take you forever to get, yeah, I can't recommend that either. So yeah, no. You just stay away. You're gonna stay away from all this. The Valor. I don't buy Valor. I never bought Valor. I never have. You see mine. Everything is from events and everything else. I won't buy Valor. You won't see me change either. I'm not changing to buy Valor. It's not my thing. And it'll take me forever to get through tactical. So be it. But I got other things to spend on. So far, I'm doing a pretty good job if you watch 3v3 today with the way that I'm spending on glitter and the way that I'm building. So take it for what you will. But I won't do it. Damn sure won't do resources, and you don't need speed ups unless you're in the middle of season 5, in which you can't seem to get enough speed ups. Anyway, stay away from all this stuff here. And if you're free, I mean, blueprints is fine. Like, if you end up going in blueprints and you're saving your glitter coins and you decide, hey, I'm going to get as many blueprints as I can because I have trouble building, so I'd rather get these than the mythic. Hey, who am I? I won't judge you. I always tell you, as long as they're blueprints, that's all that really matters. Mythic, I prefer. But if you're going and buying a bunch of gold, okay. I mean, who's to argue with you? It takes forever to effing build your gear. So, and it's your number one priority. So if you end up going, I'm going to get blueprints, that's not a bad strategy. It's 100% is not a bad strategy. Yeah, if you're going to do it that way, because it's just hard for you to find places where you can get bulk gear. You're not going to waste your coins on resources. I personally like to get shards here, so I will spend 4,800 to get my shards. I'll take the 20 shards out of here. I don't really focus too much on the wall, but I do, like, I try not to completely ignore it. That's me personally. I don't necessarily recommend you to have to spend 5,000 diamonds, especially when you're later in the game and all it does is for your wall. You got other things to worry about other than wall, so I wouldn't worry about wall if you're free to play low spend. I just wouldn't. Purple boxes I'm always buying. These are like my bread and butter. Now I'm getting to low spenders and mid spenders, not low spenders. Low spenders should just stay with bullseye and stay with gear. Don't even mess around with this. But if you're a mid spender, yeah, like, the only way you're gonna really push your chips and be able to get going is to take doing either one or two things. Either glittering event with the purple boxes, cheaper and more risky way of going after chips, or you can do it in mobilization where you get guaranteed gold material. It's up to you. I'd stay away from anything else really, but these I will do. Oh, I need more glitter coins, but I will buy these out. To buy them all out, it's going to cost you about 600. Not bad considering you get 20 of them. You could, like, for example, the reason why I say not bad is because even if you get one gold out of this purple box, one gold. Look how much a random gold is. It's 250 for 1 gold. So you're going to spend 600. It's going to be you're going to get stuff for your boost. And then you obviously only need to end up with 3 chips, and you're already well above the spend level. But let's also, look at it from a perspective of, if you're just going to get this instead of getting this, you're not getting anything for the boost. So I love the purple box deal. I think it's a deal. I stay away from the rest of it. If I were you, it's just hard to sit here and spend money on this. High spenders, especially early on. I ate this up when I was early on. I was in it from a high spender perspective. Yeah, you're going to want to build your chips. But outside of that, we did in there. So let's get into some of this other stuff. Yeah. Oh, I think you should spend all your glitter coins. Here, somebody can get a soundbite for this, right? I'll give you a fun soundbite to have from QB. If I were, I would just save all the glitter coins and get as many ceramics as possible. The game doesn't give you these. They're so rare. You can't find them. So you have to get it. There you go. That's a soundbite for you. No, okay. So let's, luxury chest. I mean, really, from a glitter coin perspective, stay away. For low spend, free to play, you don't need to spend your glitter coins over here when you should just be saving them up. And this is where you're going to spend. So here to me is the big decision to make. You're going to get your mythics or you're going to get your cores. Now, the way that I would do it, if I saved everything up, and really, it's really on equal footing. So the T11s, everybody thinks they're easy to move, and they just are not. They take forever, and everybody's moving them, and they think, hey, eventually I'll get there. Listen, eventually you'll get all reds. Eventually. I mean, it's going to take you, 4 years to get there to get them. The point is more when we talk about also the rarity, but the march size that you're going to get. You're going to get your mark size from what the T11s are giving you is so good. I keep talking about when you unlock them, but every single one, you're talking about 1.5 to 2 million per squad. It's going up. Those are huge march numbers, huge advantages. So the mythics are hard to get and fill out. And yes, we always say your gear is more, but the power is real that are coming from these. The attack, the defense, the hit points, this morale, it's all good. It's all justified in here as far as being real. This isn't Overlord. This isn't a joke. You're getting power out of these things. It's incredibly good. So there's really no wrong way to eat a Reese's, if you will. So depending on what you're working on, I've always said I would only be sticking with mythic gears from here. I've only brought this up in the past couple months after seeing the power that's literally coming from these T11s and what I'm getting to really, I will say, like the amount of places that you can get your mythics in, where you can get them in the season for 10, you're getting them in the honor shop. There's just multiple places to get the mythics. There's a couple places that you're getting. Bullseye, you're saving your bullets so you can get mythics. The honor shop, you're saving them 2 at a clip. You're going to be able to get your mythics. The season store at the end of the season, you should be getting mythics. I just said 3 places there where you can get actual 10 mythics, right? That are worth. Now, apples to apples, what you're going to get here is you're going to get 1,000 cores. Where can you get 1,000 cores? That's equal. 10 mythics to 1,000 cores is is the apples to apples conversation that we're having here. There's just no place the game really allows you to bulk get cores. Maybe in the future there will. Maybe they'll give them out a little bit more. I doubt it, because people are going to take spenders are taking so long to get here, and that's spenders that are doing that. To try to get it. And considering it's 1.5 to 2 million power squad per level, it's just the only thing that I've ever said to veer my head away from the glitter mythics. It's not the heli. It's not anything else that's made me look away. But this actually, seeing the power, seeing the advantages of it, yeah, it's really a hard other way to push this thing. And so I think from your level, you're seeing like, hey, I saved and unlocked from a free-to-play standpoint. Hey, it took me 7 months. Look what I was able to do. I was able to unlock them. I can move these things. I'll be able to do it. Okay, you'll see tonight. Like what 1,000 cores is going to actually push us, and see how far it gets. And then think about that and multiply that over how long it took you to just get the quickest portion of it, which was the first one unlocked. And then think about how long it's really going to take you to get the second. And then guess what? The third only ramps up further, and the fourth only ramps up even further. So when we talk about how long it's going to take, it's years. It's years. And there's no reason for them to rush that. Because, like I said, the high spenders are still taking forever to get through it right now, 7 months later. They're going to take a long time to unlock it. I can tell you, me, I'm only on the second one. I'm only 2 stars. I get a long way to go. I can tell you it's going to take me a long time because I'm not rushing anything. Other people are buying. Those people that you see that are way ahead, they're buying all kinds of stuff, like the weekly deals. I'm not doing any of that. I'm not doing a week. I unlocked it and did some of that stuff, but no way am I going to do that. So, I would say from that level, I think it's a contender. There's no wrong way to eat a Reese's. You're like, the hell with that. I need my 10 mythic. I need my gear. No problem. I 100% agree with you. You definitely need the gear. It's the number one thing in this game. That doesn't change. So you're right. Anytime you can get 10 mythics and you don't dare look away from it, cool. But it's just my 2 cents of the only thing that I've really found, if I was saving up those glitter coins, that would have been worth it. Yeah, those cores are good shit. What's the priority to pick up from Bounty Hunter store? Oh, I just did Bounty Hunter. I need to refresh videos and go through that stuff, Jay. Bounty Hunter for me is bond badges. So the Bounty Hunter store is really made for, honestly, bond badges and gears. Dare I say gears? Drone parts. So drone parts, it's the only place in Bounty Hunter that you can actually get a bulk spend on the drone parts. So early on, if you're trying to get to goals like, I don't know, you're trying to get to 150 and you need 5,000, and it's a place where you can do that. You're trying to you're close to 200, you're trying to push to 200, some things like that. That's the place you're going to do that. But other than that, bond badges, it's the only place you can really get bond badges. And yes, I said it. You SOBs out there, don't you dare come at me and tell me you can get them in the honor shop. Don't you dare. Don't you dare come at me and tell me that. Nothing's in that honor shop for bond badges. Stay away. Stay far away. I would say, what would you say? Bounty is not optimal for... Oh, don't get the drone components, man. 33% markup on drone components in Bounty Shop because they're select. Because they're select, they charge you a 33% increase from mobilization. That gives you the level 5 ones. So in Bounty, they charge you 33% increase on those things. Yeah, I wouldn't be doing that. I wouldn't be doing those. I did a couple of them because I was so close to being next to them. Components take you forever no matter what you do. But I would say like the bond badges and your drone parts. The other thing is special training. You can get to special training there. It's the only place to really get your bulk like special training at a good rate if you're trying to do your special training. You can get those in Bounty Hunter as well. But listen, if I'm talking about somebody who's trying to save up bullets, you don't have a lot of opportunity to get a bulk lot of stuff. So I would say number 1 priority would be your bond badges in the bounty. Yeah. And then the second thing, if I had to pick, I would say probably push the drone parts because it's more valuable than that special training. It just takes so well. Like to push to get to 200 drone, I like that for you better. That 5% damage reduction is really good for your unit versus trying to push that special training. The special training, you don't have to push it because your bond rating is probably behind. So you don't really need to worry about something like that. You'll slow roll it and continue to be fine from a free-to-play slow play, low spender. But yeah. Anyway, off the beaten path, got into bounty hunter. We are in glittering. So let's get going on glittering. So now I got to shift over to my spenders. So spenders, as we go through some of these things, right? And we look at the events. Look at what is a good, price to go here. 1,000 is good. Like right here is good from this perspective. 4,000's pushing it. You're really high spender. You're gonna push up to here, but the 200 gear, the gear parts are like a decent reward for doing it, considering you're trying to get probably. If you're trying to empty this or you're trying to get the prints, we're at, I think I now I'm a little short. I'm still a little short from that. So save up your glitter coins at that point. Probably around here it ends. Because you're getting a select right here. The level 5 choice. Trying to go 4,000, it's rough, as you'll see. As we do it right here, you'll see what I mean. So you can see, like, now I'm at the level already that I would be able to get the 10 mythics, right? So already you could still see I'm short, even though I did that, right? So if you're a high spender and you're pushing past this, it's a huge push if you're not trying to get whatever. But we need to go to 4,000 anyways. I think I'm done here. Oop. Hold up. Wait a minute. All right. Now we're going to get our coin. Now, if you are doing this, I saw earlier in the chat, you were asking about how to do, like, do I get the material? Do I get the cores? So first of all, if you have enough to get it, you don't have to necessarily spend everything in one place, by the way. You could theoretically get both. If I had 4,000, which I wait at that point, you can just, if you wanted to get the mythic, you would get the mythic at 3. You wouldn't have to wait to 4. But theoretically, if you were using them on cores and you're trying to figure out, do I need the material? You get plenty of this. I don't really want you spending on this. I'd rather have you spend on these and hold them. Even if you're not using them, I'd rather have you get them and or buy the glitter coins as you go in upping these and not go after the material, because the material pumps in through the special training. You get material. Like, I just got a bunch there. Look what it gives me here. It's giving me 1,000 right here. So it just gave me 1,000 for doing that, right? 1,000. Okay, if I'm at the event here, 10,000, right? To use 10 glitter coins. Well, you're gonna get 10,000. I just got 1,000. I got 1,000 again. There's 2,000. There's 3,000. There's 4,000. There's 5. Oops. There's 5. 6. 7. Right? And now, hold on. Let me get these. I don't even know what these are. I got to recruit hero. What's this one? Kill 10 zombies. So, see, that's all possible. And this is another 2,000. So what I just get? 7,000. Here would be 9,000. Here's 11,000. Here's 12, 13. So already in one day, I got 13,000. You know what I mean? So it'll come in time. You'll be able to get the material. Cores are your problem. Cores are your holdup. And that's what you're trying to do. So don't do all the saving and go through the sacrificing of getting to the glittering market and then worry about material. Because that's not going to hold you back. These cores are going to hold you back. And even if you hit the fast forward button and you get some of these and you find yourself outdoing it here, that's okay. That means patience. That means it's time to take a step back, collect the material normally and fast, and you'll be fine. You'll be able to push this thing out. I promise you. You'll be okay. And if that's the point, then you're probably able to just use 1,000 glitter coins or just a few glitter coins to get enough cores to fast forward. No one's saying you have to buy it out either. You don't have to buy it out. You could just get a chunk to move some of this, to be able to move some of it. Because right now I'm at 45. So we're starting the night at 2%. All right. So let's take a look and see how we do tonight. Here we go. Let's get this. Oh, look at Pun. Dude, Pun, you are like our biggest supporter, man. Like unbelievable. Thank you so much, brother. Are you guys in our are you guys in? Oh, 184. Oh man. It's in your capital, huh? Oh boy, Pun. See, I'm new to this server bracket, so Pun's been helping me with all this stuff. Pun, what about 151 and 158? I don't know nothing about them. Beck would have to send me the chords in order for me to understand any of that stuff. Do I buy oil for T11? Do I know? I haven't. I've been lucky enough that I have not had to buy oil. I just collect oil. I have not had to buy. Get your oil stuff up to 35 and get it. That's, by the way, that's another thing we didn't even talk about. I'm not going to go back into the rant, but that's just another thing to amplify it. Don't forget, when you come up with a new headquarters, it's all going to take oil. You think these friggin' people have oil, guys? They don't have oil. You're going to be headquarters 40. It's going to need like 20 million oil, and you think free-to-play is just going to have a shit ton of oil laying around? Give me a break. I'm not going to go back. I'm not going to go back into the whole rant thing, but it was another thing that I didn't even mention and miss out on, that people think that they have oil to do that shit, because they don't. They don't. So, you know, like crazy. Anyway, we already went through that. Let's fast forward. We're in happier times. We're in happier QBs. Calm down. I am ready. It'll be fun. It'll be fun, Pun. I'm ready for a little 184. I'm sure I will need my advanced teleports. I need my advanced. Hey, Pun, can you you can't get through my wall. I bet you can't get through my wall. What are you I forget what your report was. I have to look at your battle report. I think you were like what were you, like 80? You almost 90? I don't know if you heard around here, Pi. I got VIP 17. I don't know if you heard, but it's kind of a big deal. All right, let's go. Let's look at some of the stuff here. Get total hero power. All right, let's write down some of this stuff. Write down some numbers before I forget, so we can start looking at this stuff for our T11s, and let's up our T11s and see what good it is. You're 89. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm 83. Over 83. Well, we'll find out what I am, actually. We're about to go up. Maybe I can do enough T11s to get this up. I'm 83.28 right now. 83.28. That's what we are. Total hero power 282. 282. Dare I? Should I even move? Should I just leave the game the way it is? 282. I mean, we're just having some fun. 848. All right. Oh, you run air? Oh yeah. No. Yeah, you stay away. Stay away from. I would stay away from Dober. Dober's a beast. Tell you that. Freaking animal. Love it. I'll tell you, the only recipe, man, with leaving Hulk and like sulking and being, sad that I had to get off the server and we had to break up the team and not being with Hulk, is that I went to Dober. And man, as far as attitude goes, you want to go to somebody that's incredibly the same. Like, he's got the same nutso attitude that Hulk had, which is fantastic. It bleeds right into me, and I'm like, okay, feels good. It's awesome. Because I was really worried about that, but yeah, he's you send Goes out, bro. I'll tell you, I'd like to see Goes against. I don't know how strong Goes is before. I didn't look at his total hero power. Is he where Peanut is? Because we just said we just have to call him Peanut. Shit goes down, brother. We just call him Peanut. and then it's all good. You know, shit gets real serious around here. Everybody starts fighting and going nuts. And then all of a sudden, people get a little out of control and some big boys show up. It's like, okay, time to call it. People all of a sudden are about to get a nut allergy because here comes Peanut. Oh, yeah. Yep. Real deal. Love it. No, it's going to be fun. Going to be fun, Pun. Big fan. 108 million missile? Yeah, that's the... probably, I don't know. What is, I don't even get to fight Peanut anymore, so I don't know. Oh, right here, I tell you. What's Peanut? Oh, yeah, she 102. She's a little stronger. How's his second? Although, I don't know if that's even on her strongest team, though. It might be, I don't know if Tank is her number one. But yeah, she's 102. 91, 91. Hulk went to, 82. 82. Shout out to the brothers over at 82, by the way. Shout out to you. All of you on 82 now. You're all second family as far as I'm concerned. But yeah. Yeah, Hulk's over there. One, by the way, to the Hulkster, won his first server bracket. His first server bracket yet, so congrats over on 82 for winning the server bracket too. And our friends over, by the way, server 80, heard they won their server bracket. They're always giving us love, never-ending love coming from server 80. So how do I not congratulate and give a shout out to server 80 for winning their server bracket as well? Well done out here winning server brackets. Crazy. 108 million missile is nothing to sneeze at, though. So I will tell you that that is quite crazy. All right. Let's roll. Here we go. T11, right? That's what we doing. There we go. Done. Before I forget. Okay. We ready? Let's roll. We got the numbers. Here we go. Now, the thing that changed about this, by the way, you'll notice is it's 45 now. It's 45 per. And the other two, through trying to unlock T11 and trying to get the first star, you go up 1% based on your core, and then 1% based on material. And then you go back to core. Now it just jumps automatically 2%, and you just use the core, so it just beats around the bush. It just actually has you using I don't know what the material difference is, but it just skips the 1% at a time and just goes to 2%. So you're gonna see it jump now from 2% to 4% and so on. So we'll see where we go, and away we go. We'll go up at 10% and we'll check the stuff at 10%. Just so you guys can see it, okay? So here you go. 4%, 6%, 8%, and then we're at 10%. We'll go one more because that would be 10% increase. So here you go, 10% increase. And what did that do? By the way, we're increasing our, just so you guys pay attention, we're increasing our hit points here, so should be pretty good here. Let's see what we're doing. What's our levels going up? So 83.31. So already we went up 10%. We went up 10% and we went 83.31. All right. There you go. So that's on all squads, by the way. Also, check the hero power. Hit points. All right, let's move it on up. Go back. We're going to do another 10%. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. All right, now we're up 20%. Another 3.2. Now we're 83.33. All right. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, and we went up 83.36. So again, 3 on that one. 30% here was 83.36. And then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Again, went up 83.39. So another 0.03 there. And then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And then we went up 83.41 now. That was a 40. Now we're at what, 50%? And now we're gonna go 2, 4, 6, almost out here, but hold on, I forgot that I didn't get let's go 5, 10, and 20. Whatever that gets me, that's what I do every week. So we'll see what that got me here. 6, or no, that's 8, then that's 10 right there, so that's 60% for 4. For 60%, and then I go up a little bit more, maybe 2 more, 2 more, and then that gets me, so I end up at 83.44 is where we'll end. So 83.28 to 83.44 to start. So 0.18 1.16. Yeah, 0.16. So 0.16, which is roughly probably like 8 drone levels. 6 to 8 drone levels is probably end up being the same thing for the mark size. So so that's here trying to get through the helmet. This is the big glob of power that I've gotten so far every time I did it. I think like doing that same thing with the glove would have gotten me like 0.6 or something silly. It like would have doubled that. I don't know. Every time I get to the glove, it goes bananas on your mark size. I don't know why, but that's what happens. And that's why, because if you're thinking like, oh, 0.16, so you're only getting out of here. Let's say we end up with, what was that, 0.16? So maybe we'll get like maybe the helmet here. Maybe this will be 0.2, maybe 0.2 or something like 2.5 or whatever. I mean, that alone is going to be 1. But once you get here, it's almost like 2, like maybe it'll be like 0.25, 0.25. And then it was like 0.6 here. And then 0.25. And then you end up with like 1.5 or somehow 1.5, 2. I don't know how it's going to end up working out for this one. But that was what I got. So on the third time through, I was able to get 50%. Now, here's what I like to compare that to, right? Here's where I like to compare that information. So that took 1,000 cores to even get through. You saw, and I bought, what was it? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. It was 50%, right? And then I bought a couple extra to get through the 60%. So it was like 50-something% is what we got through, right? Okay. So that's 1,000 cores. So as a free-to-play low spend, I want you to think about how long it takes you to get through 1,000 cores. Just to collect 1,000 cores. Go ahead on your own time and do it and start counting how long it takes you to get 1,000 cores. And count up, add up, and then do that. And then realize that your third time through, that only got me 50% of this helmet. And then we'll see like how long it's going to take me as we continue to move on how many thousand cores it's going to be to get there. I'm not sure if Captain Hedgehog has that already, or what he does. But I think the only reason I am making that is because some people are saying and thinking from a free-to-play slope spender standpoint, hey, I unlocked it. I was able to unlock these eventually. Eventually, I'll be able to go through this, no problem. Unlocking it is like just the beginning of trying to get through this, and it's the fastest trip that took 7 months. So 13 weeks for free to play to do what? We'll get 1,000? You already figured that out? Wow, well, look at Woo. Is that how long it takes? Okay, there's the number. So now we can take the next step and do it for you. So let's say, and I don't know if this goes up. This is 45. This is 45 right now. I don't know if this goes up by 50, but I'm just going to humor and say that it doesn't. I don't know. It probably does, by the way. But I will just say that all of this trip is going to take 45. Woog just said it's going to take 13 weeks. I'm going to chop it off a week and just do simple math for us to say 3. It's going to take 3 months for you to get 50. So you're going to get 1,000 cores. Okay, so that means just to get through the helmet, it's going to take you 6 months to get through the helmet. That's 1 year. That's 2 years to get through one level at trying to collect these 1,000 cores. You get my point? So thinking that you can unlock it in 7 months and you think, oh yeah, I don't need any help here. The game's giving me enough to do it. Okay, cool. You think that. I'm telling you it's not. It's going to take forever to get through it, to get through all the levels. So that's the only reason why I bring it up, considering once we get through this, as we do the lives and we keep watching this and we do this, we know now we just did 0.16. We'll continue next time. We'll probably get through the helmet. We get here. Eventually, when we get back to this glove, you guys see the power boost of it, and you see it's like 1.52 to know that if you're at the glove or you're pushing through and you can get faster through the T11, it's just it jumps to 50 at 3 stars. Okay, so pun, it just stays 45 through the whole thing, which is fine. That's what we just did the math on. But yeah, I mean, once we get to 50, it's going to get worse. I mean, 2 years just for the 3rd level, then you do another, 2 years for it. So you're like 2 years, 6 years, 8 years, and that's just at the current 45 level. Then it's going to be, let's say, 50 and then 55, and then you can just sit there and figure that out. So even if the game helps and tries to speed it up, you guys can understand that I just put it on the same path of how long it's going to take you to get your gear is how long it's taken to get these T11s. It's crazy how long it's taken. And as the spenders complete this, you go down the spending profile and understand, yeah, VIP 18s haven't even finished this yet because they can't. It's not at that. We're not even at the level that anybody finished it. They're only uncovering around here. It's still going to take them a while to get to the end. Who knows how long that final stretch is going to be and how difficult they actually made it. And then we got to get into the conversation of how much oil it takes to get through the damn thing. So that's why they made it powerful. Unfortunately, they separated crazy power by doing it, and that's why people are trying to. That's why you're seeing the high spenders rushing to do it, because it's of value. It's ways for them. When you get stuck on your T1 and you're having a hard time increasing levels, they come up with this way, and you can get chunks of improvement. That's why they're going after it, because everything else at this level becomes incremental. It's very small. It's just very small increments that you're moving. The drone, 0.03. Oh, I did a drone level, 0.03. Oh, I did tactical. I did a couple percentage of tactical, 0.02. I did my bond badges, and it actually moves. So they start going, oh, I'm going to do bond badge because that makes it jump. I'm going to do T11s because that makes it jump. So, take it for what it's worth. It just know that it will make your power jump, and it's real power. And I'd rather see you working on that than bond badges for power. So anyway, that's what we did. The building, I was going to say tonight as we went through this and we spotlighted stuff, I was going to say, I'm going to run out of time. We're not even going to have battle reports tonight. I told you we had a packed show tonight to get to. We got the buildings to spotlight. I'm going to spotlight for everybody. Get your resource buildings. That's your buildings to spotlight. We saw it from Wisconsin. Going to show it again. Those that have not seen it, I mean, getting these type of numbers for free to play to make sure if you are not spending time and you look at your resources and you see this, you're talking about 1 million. The other thing, by the way, I'm going to talk to about is your being able to keep this money safe. Look at his protection. 333 million, 462 million. His goal, 152 million. He's gotten protected. So when you unlock and have all of this gold, you don't want to lose it when people are porting you. That's funny because there are people, I have people this war event that were like, haha, joke's on you, you're porting me. I was going back to my alliance and I was telling him, this dude is better than the gold zombies. He's letting me port him because he thinks he's out of troops. So the joke's on me, I'm wasting stamina. You all know I'm not wasting stamina. You see my stamina. I was taking a 500,000 a clip gold from him on every hit. And he's laughing at me because I'm porting him. He kept coming back and letting me port him because he thought it was funny. 500,000 gold a clip. That's why I was doing it. He was my personal gold zombie. He was just letting me do it. I mean, it was just silly. I don't think he realized it because he thought he was out of troops. But, like, be careful. You want to protect your gold. So for a lot of people, high spenders and, you know, people that don't look at that stuff, right? Like myself, I could laugh at protection. I may look at some of the protection stuff and I may say, ha, 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 I don't need that. Ha, 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 ha. Right? But free-to-play low spender, 100% you want to protect that shit. You guys work hard to collect that stuff, especially gold zombies. You don't want somebody hitting you and plundering a bunch of your gold. Of course you have it in your inventory and unopened. You don't want to unopen it and do it, but there's plenty of collection spots now. There's plenty of things that you collect up here where you're collecting it. It's going there. Or you're working to plunder your own, by the way, in kill event. You don't want somebody to be able to take it. A lot of people ignore keeping their resources safe for protection. And it's not a waste. It's not. Back in the day, we used to laugh at it, and it could be a waste. I would say now when we're dealing with the levels we're dealing with, and as much as things are, and how much purchase stuff is, I will tell you this. It's no longer a joke, especially for free-to-play low spenders. It is not a joke. And you can see somebody like Wisconsin is showing you at his level, he's like low mid spender when he was spending. It's a big deal for him for resources. Look, he's getting $1 million an hour for resources. That's crazy. That's crazy every day getting that type of resource. So worth it to raise those level 35s, and now you're seeing it with survivors. We used to say lifting those buildings up was not worth the money because you couldn't get back the resources to recoup the amount you were building. So we used to leave them at like 25, 24, 26. Like, it just didn't make sense. It was going to take you a year based on trying to figure out the numbers to recoup the resources to build it. But now, look at this. You're talking about 24 million a day. That is easy math to figure out where you're recouping those resources now. And you're talking about playing the long game, especially free to play low spender. You recoup them. You recoup it as you raise it and constantly make this your norm. And by the way, as your survivors go up, this only gets better. This is only going to get better as your resources go up. And hopefully they come out with new tech for you, non-valor tech. So, great point, Laden. Great point. You got the presidential buff you got to factor in when you're doing that. You know what I mean? Plus, on your engineer, you could double your resources, right? Your resource collection. You can double it sometimes when you're collecting. So this is just the tip of the iceberg when you talk about different ways of increasing these resources and getting them. But again, you're not going to hear this a lot from people who have plenty of resources and who spend in the game. You're not going to hear that. So you need to pay attention differently. You have to pay attention to how you can raise these resources. As you can see, it's no joke. Level 35 is incredibly worth it, incredibly valuable for you, and protect it. Protect it. Right? And take advantage. If the developers are giving you the opportunity right now to build things, right? Where we're saying like, hey, I'm hoping that they continue to give you that, like, let's go through season 6 and not do anything. Let's not have new build. Let's not have new stuff. Take advantage of it. Right now is your chance. Get to that level 35. Get to the to lift up so you can protect all your resources. Because as we get more, this is only going to get higher. You're already seeing how much things cost for buildings when you want to increase them. That's only going to get worse. So give yourself the advantage. Get those resources. Get that gold. Think about it from gold zombies. Think about per hour how many gold zombies you have to kill. But you're not having to use stamina. You just have to click the button and get the resources. So to me, building spotlight, really, the buildings that people don't talk a lot about, especially high spenders, you're not going to hear us talk about those buildings that I think from a free-to-play low spender standpoint really needs to be taken seriously and into account. We start talking about it. I would say for that, you get to a good level. You start talking about hospital and emergency room, you're getting up here, too much oil. Once we get to level 32, I love the hospital aspect. I love the opportunity that it creates to save it. But even from free to play low spender, from a drill ground standpoint, how many troops do you really need? You need to factor that in too. Like, you build your troops, you're gonna lose them quick. You're out in a server war, and think about this. Somebody tells you to go out in a server war to clear ruins, and you're gonna get ported all the time. How quick do you lose those troops? How fast, all those troops that you built, how fast do you end up losing them? Even with your wall off. Your drill grounds start going away. So what becomes more important? Is it more important for you to have 40-something thousand troops? 50,000 troops? 60? It certainly is an advantage in Canyon Storm and Desert Storm for you to hang around. But even there, what are you doing with the troops there? Are you just porting in and being a target and going in and out? You're out of troops and you find yourself being like, a reserve. And you're like, I'm out, bringing the reserves. Is that what you're doing anyway? Because if so, start prioritizing the things that help you. And guess what? Resources are going to help you. Getting that gold up, getting that, that food, getting that iron, that helps you. Right? More than the troops. You can still participate and do what you do now, clearing the ruins, without having to worry about getting your drill grounds to 35. You know what I mean? Like, as far as your teams go, I still say you still got to worry about breach and play the game properly, and your wall is incredibly important. So make sure you're lifting that to 35. Don't mess around. You should be doing that. And you should be getting your centers, at least the main teams that you're using. Your T1, and possibly, depending how your Team 2 is doing deeper in this game, do that as well. That 100% important. I say get those. Your barracks, get your barracks aligned for your factories, because you got to get your versus scores easy to do, as easy as possible. So get your factories going, and get those aligned and get those right. But honestly, you start talking about lifting these hospitals up, or you start talking about the drill grounds where you should be, or people start talking about where you should be on these things. I don't know. I think there's an argument for you to be like, my resources aren't where I need them to be. I need them to be. It's okay. It's okay to start looking at that stuff and saying, I want to have 1 million for resources per hour, or even higher. By the way, we're talking about 1 million right now, right? So just think about where that goes as your survivors get better. 1.5 million, right? Every hour. Yeah, it's just things that spenders don't worry about that I think you should be considering. So that would be my spotlight of the day. And a big and there he is. Look at him jiggling on my screen. Big shout out to my man, Wisconsin Finest, for sharing that with him and knocking it out the park on his resources. So a hell of a thing for everybody to know and learn from there. All right, I think I got to all your questions. I think we dragged through enough for tonight. So I'm going to leave you guys at that. And listen, you guys know what I say, right? You guys could have been anywhere tonight, and you chose to be with us. And I appreciate the hell out of you. Thank you all very much. QB18, out.